Hi everyone, today for you guys I'm doing a review on the new L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes Excess Mascara. I picked this up at Target for, I think it was $7.04, which isn't too expensive at all, I think. A little side note, I know when I did my review on the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder Foundation, it was like $10.99 and I said how that's a little bit steep. I understand now that a lot of you come from countries where drugstore makeup is the price of high-end makeup here. So if I ever say anything in one of my reviews on a drugstore product where I'm like, that seems a little bit expensive, please don't get on me about it. I understand there's other places in the world where it is a lot more expensive. But here in the States, if it's foundation, anything really over $10 at your drugstore is sort of deemed as a little bit pricey. As for mascaras, I wouldn't personally pay over $10 for a drugstore mascara, just because that's, where I come from, that's really expensive. So $7.04 is really reasonable. Depending on where you live, it could be 3 times as much, I've learned. The only other L'Oreal mascara that I've tried is the Voluminous False Lashes mascara, and I really, really like this mascara. This is one of my favorites. I don't use it as much as I should, but I really, really enjoy it. So I've been running low on my CoverGirl Clump Crusher and my Neutrogena Healthy Links, so I decided to pick this up and give you guys a review on it since it is a new product and a lot of you might be interested in it. This is sort of what the packaging looks like. I sort of tore it apart a little bit here, but it claims to give you intense maximized volume and clean definition. So I have done all of my makeup minus my mascara, so everything else is on, and I'm just going to zoom you guys up and we're going to put this on and see what my thoughts are on it. Alright, so here is my right eye without mascara. The wand applicator of this is a rubber bristled wand. If you can see there, it has lots of tiny little bristles. It's sort of a weird shape. It has a little bulge right there towards the tip. So we're just going to see. I don't know how that's going to work out, but L'Oreal claims that this in here has like a really, really great stopper that will pull out all the excess mascara on the wand, and it really did come out nice and clean. I mean, there's not a whole lot of extra gunk on there, so I already curled my lashes, and we're just going to go in here and see how this works. So my first initial reactions are clumpy. This mascara does not seem to want to define as much as it claims it would. It seems to be building pretty nice volume and length. I mean, it's really not terribly clumpy. It just seems like I'm really having to take my brush through it and make sure that every single lash is separated, because otherwise it seems to be doing, I don't know, just some weird stuff. But as you can see, like here in my inner corner, that little bunch of lashes clumped up really bad. I'm going to have to take that off. By the way, I got this in the blackest black formulation, and it does seem to be really nice and intense and black. I don't know. To me, it's looking a little bit more clumpy, and it's doing some weird stuff where it like deposits mascara on the tops of my lashes, like this little thing here that I'm going to have to take off. Like, I don't know if you could have seen that, but I absolutely cannot stand that for some reason. That's just a huge pet peeve of mine. So far I'm kind of on the fence, but we're going to move on to the other eye and see what happens. Alrighty, so onto the other eye here. I'm trying to decide to look in my viewfinder or in my mirror. I don't know, this mascara just doesn't seem to be wanting to be my best friend right now. I don't know if you can see that, but it just seems to be clumping up so much more than I'm used to in a mascara. Okay, I'm having to take a little lash comb and, I don't know, kind of go through that little space right there, because that is just too much for me. And of course that would happen. Can you guys just see that? Just how freaking clumpy that is? That is just insane. Alright, so I tried to go in for a second coat and this is what happened. I know some people really like the effect of a lot of mascara like this, but personally I cannot stand it. To me this is super clumpy for my lashes and I am not really digging this at all. So that was the application of it. I'm not even going to try to put this on my bottom lashes because I know that on my lashes it will just clump up. So I'm going to zoom out and just give you guys my overall thoughts and opinions. Alrighty, so overall, I'm going to say that I am not a huge fan right now. This mascara just seems to have clumped, giving me really sort of like that spidery lash effect, and just giving me that effect I really like my lashes to look nice and fluttery and natural and have a lot of length, definition, volume, but just not clump at all. And for as defining as this claimed to be, I found that really all it did was just give me some clumps. It's not terrible, but it's just not the type of mascara, I don't know, not the type of effect that I like my lashes to look after I apply mascaras. So I don't know. For me, this isn't the most terrible mascara I've ever tried, but it's also not the greatest, so sort of on like a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, I would give this about like a 6 or a 7. It's not a mascara that I would run to your drugstores to get personally. Now, I know mascara is so personal to each person because your lashes are just going to vary. You have, you know, lashes that aren't exactly like mine. You may really enjoy this mascara. I'm not saying that you won't like this, but for me, it was just a little bit too clumpy. I could see how a lot of people would enjoy the effect of this mascara, though. It's just that for me, coming from like the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, which just gives me really natural but really amazing looking lashes, this just is too much work for me. It's too much work to have to go through with a comb and try to separate all of it. So I'm not super impressed with this. Maybe as the formula dries out, it might get a little bit better. I'll be sure to update you guys in my July Awesomes and Awfuls video what my thoughts were on this throughout the month. But for right now, I'm kind of on it. I wouldn't really recommend it, but like I said, I could see this being a mascara that some of you would really enjoy. So I hope that this kind of helped, gave you an overall sort of look as to how this mascara applies and what it does. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.